What if the next big tennis legend isn't a name you hear every day like Djokovic or Alcaraz, but instead someone who's been grinding, bleeding, and rising quietly through the ranks? Meet Andrey Rublev, a name that's no longer just floating around the edges of tennis fame, but punching through headlines, setting stadiums on fire, and winning hearts with raw energy and grit. If you've never watched a Rublev match, you're missing the kind of tennis that feels less like a game and more like a war between passion and pressure. His signature forehand, clocking speeds that rival a jet engine, isn't just powerful. It's emotionally charged, almost like he's unleashing every ounce of struggle he's ever endured. But Rublev's game is more than muscle. It's a layered story of vulnerability, fury, talent, and redemption. While many athletes crumble under the weight of expectations, Rublev thrives in chaos. The more intense a match, the more his emotions spill out, sometimes in screams, sometimes in silence, but always real. That's what makes him magnetic. He's not polished like Federer or calculated like Nadal. He's raw, unpredictable, and painfully human. And that humanity makes every serve, every miss, every win, and every outburst resonate with fans who see their own battles reflected in his eyes. Despite being ranked consistently in the top 10, Rublev has yet to claim a Grand Slam title. But maybe that's what makes his journey so compelling. He's the underdog with the stats of a star, the nearly there hero, the firestorm who hasn't yet found his crown. And that chase, that aching hunger, is what makes every match of his unmissable. In a sport often dominated by robotic precision, Rublev brings soul. Think back to his match against Holger Rune at the Monte Carlo Masters. Down and almost out, Rublev pulled off a comeback that felt cinematic, not just athletic. His fight wasn't pretty, it was primal, and fans felt every second of it. Then there's his humility. Rublev doesn't boast on Instagram or flex luxury. He reads Dostoevsky, walks quietly through airports, and donates part of his winnings to kids in need. In a world of glam and filters, that authenticity sets him apart. It's why fans across the United States are beginning to root for him. Not because he's the flashiest, but because he feels the realest. He's walked through injury, disappointment, and criticism, and yet he keeps swinging. That's the kind of resilience American fans love. The kind of story that echoes through underdog lore. And here's the kicker, Rublev isn't done. 2025 may be the year he finally cracks the Grand Slam code. He's upgraded his backhand, improved his mental coaching, and looks hungrier than ever. His U.S. Open training has been intense, his stats more consistent, and his team believes it's time. Tennis commentators are no longer whispering, they're shouting, "Watch Rublev," because missing his next few matches could mean missing history in the making. He's a player every tennis lover will wish they supported before he hits the mainstream. The one whose match highlights you'll binge and wonder why you weren't paying attention sooner. In a year already packed with emerging talent and shifting power dynamics, Rublev stands out not just for his gameplay, but for his story. This isn't just a comeback. It's a transformation. And if you think you know tennis, Rublev is here to challenge everything you thought a champion looks like. So whether you're a lifelong tennis fanatic or someone just discovering the ADP world, Rublev is the name you'll hear again and again, either from your friends, your feed, or the headlines. The question is, will you be watching him now when it truly matters? Or will you be catching up later, wondering how you missed the moment greatness began to unfold? Don't blink, because Andrey Rublev is no longer waiting in the shadows. He's stepping into the spotlight, and the tennis world might never be the same again.